mic sound. That's crazy. Okay. Where we at with it? That look good. It's good levels. Let me turn it up a little bit because the beat be knocking. Turn it up right there, and I be kind of far away. All right, bet. Let's do it. All right, so today we going over one of my beats I just made. At the time of recording this December. At this point, I done already made a video where I was going over month one all the way to November. So you can see that progress there. So what I'm doing now is every single time I make something fire, or at least what I think is good, I want to just break it down, talk about my thought process on how I made the beat, my intentions on certain parts of the beat, or like the intentions all the way through, what I was going for, what did I reference, where did I pull inspiration from, this, that, and the third, man, all that good stuff, man. So that's it. That's just the goal of everything. I don't want to do like a tutorial video or like say like this is Travis Scott type beat. Nah, bro, I'm not doing all that. It's just real simple. Just trying to show the people like how hard I'm working, how much music I'm making on a daily basis. But yeah, I just wanted to show like my progress. Basically, that's pretty much it. What beats I'm cranking out, and yeah, that's it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. Talk about it. Let's get into it. So real quick, like this little intro part right here, this first 2 bars. The only thing that's unique about this part, besides me chopping up the beat, that's nothing too crazy. Let me zoom in a little bit, man. It look weird. I be acting slow when the camera on, like I forgot how to work FL. Crazy. But yeah, just chopped up the beat. That's like we ain't worrying about that. What's important though is the automation right here. So the Cymatics Illusion plugin, if you don't know about it, man, get it, bro. That shit tough. I actually think there's another plugin that's tough too that I think you should get too, but we're gonna get into that. So the only thing I did here, let me go to the mixer track real quick where the Cymatics at. Boom, click on that guy, boom. All right, so let's get into this little 2 bars right here for the intro. I didn't want like a long intro. I'm really trying to get it to where, depending on the type of beat and the feel I'm going for, I don't want it to be always a 8-bar intro. I'm tired of those. I'm tired of those, especially for just me trying to get nice at making beats and just trying to send it out. I want the beat to come in. I want it to smack. I want the mix to be crazy. I want you to either say yes or no within the first couple of seconds if you fuck with the beat or not. So that's why I did it that way. That's why I did a 2-bar intro. And I also wanted the bounce to be unique off of that within the 2-bar space. So that's why I chopped it up the way I chopped it up. But there's this like interesting effect. So like I'm gonna play it real quick. So that whatever, like the little that shit sound crazy. That what is that noise? What? Anyway, how I did that was, let me see where the Cymatics at. Boom, so boom, Cymatics, and it's just the sonar effect on Illusion. I said the Cymatics, but it's called Cymatics Illusion, or it's Illusion by Cymatics, I should say. But all I did, this is the default preset, and I was gonna do some changes to it, but I just like the delay of it rocking back and forth in both ears and having like that slide effect between the delay. Off rip, it was just fire. So I'm gonna just play. I think it's on. Yeah, it's on this one. That how it's like shaking back and forth. That's tough. So I was like, yeah, let me keep it how it is. Don't let me not touch it. So boom, did that, and I don't have to explain how the beats chop. The only thing I do want to explain is the automation. So it's on. Then I want to turn it off at that point. Instantly turn it off. Let it just dance. You know what I feel me? Let that thing dance. So that's the intro. That's the 2-bar intro. I'm trying to make sure this ain't too long. So let me just get right to the pattern. So right here, let me go to the pattern. This is how it first was. That shit hard. I like sounds the main melody already gotta have a bounce to it. I cannot make a beat to save my life if the main melody doesn't have enough harmonics in it, enough rhythm and dance to it. Like it's gotta be something that make me already, you feel me? Like I don't know how. I'm not even gonna say it like that. I'm just gonna say it like just how I said it. It's if the main melody already ain't got you like, okay, I see where I can go with this. You can't finish the beat. I don't care what no one tell me, bro. You can't, bro. So let me go ahead and talk about how I have it kind of like arranged. I think you can see in the velocity right there. I did that with my hand, like you can see with my hand at. But you can see with the velocity how I just have certain notes, you know what I'm saying, bounce a little different. That's all that is. That's what I think about when it comes to velocity and the melody is like you just having certain notes bounce a little bit, certain notes stick out at certain parts a little differently. And then to play off the velocity, I'm pretty sure I fuck with the panning. Yep. I played with the panning a little bit as well, just to have some dancing going on in your ears right there too, that add to the bounce. So I did that. So anyway, yeah, this is a lab preset, analog lab preset. One of the ones that come standard, or either it's the paid. I think it's a paid version, or one of the paid presets. But pretty self-explanatory. It's keys that got nice little rhythm to it, nice little movement to it. Right here, you can see the knob at 50. It's already dancing. So boom, did that, bounce that out, and I already showed you the somatics on there. Let me see, boom, threw the somatics on there, threw the chroma on there. This ain't really necessary. I'm gonna let you listen to it real quick without it. Let me see, I'm gonna turn it off right here. It just pumped a little bit more saturation or like harmonics into the bottom line. It just gave you a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, more width to it, if that's the way you want to explain that. So I threw that in there. Retro color. I'm not gonna get too crazy into the plugins, but retro color is just standard. Just wanted a little vintage vinyl type of feel to it. Cut the noise down a little bit, make it wobble a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Add that extra little bit of variance. You feel me? So boom, threw that into that, and then now we're going to bring in the top melody right here. We're going to talk about these two together, because I chop, you can see it right there, I chop the same pattern. That's on 3. Did I change it? No, it's still on 3. Okay, cool. So I chopped the same pattern. I think the only thing I did was pitch it up. The reason why I like doing stuff like this, where I kind of chop it up, it could be the same melody or it could be a different sound, and just play around with the pitch, because I just wanted to have some slight variance to where it don't seem too repetitive. I still feel like just hearing this right here still got repetitive, which brings me to this next part right here, but we'll get into that in a second. But back to just focusing on this, like I said, it's self-explanatory. Just pitched it up, boom, cool. Put it in this little space right here. It's a weird spot to put it in, because it's not right on. Let me see if I zoom in right quick. It's not right on the start of the 6 bar. It's kind of weird. It's kind of like at the tail end of this sound right here, but I feel like it just adds to the bounce in a weird way that way. You know what I'm saying? So did it that way. Now this pattern right here, this one, I'm gonna isolate that. This. So let me go ahead into the pattern. Where's it at? So pattern 1, all pattern 1 is using Evermotion. Shout out Matt Shooter, bruh. Evermotion is tough. It really feels like a guitar pedal. Like you legit got the actual guitar pedal and you just tweaking knobs, going crazy. And bro did his big one on his first plugin being released to the masses, being released to the people. This shit hard. I'm just letting you know. It's a smooth $60 is worth the 60. I'm just gonna go ahead and let you know it comes with a whole bunch of presets. I ain't finna keep marketing this shit. I ain't getting paid, but I'm just saying, like, it's hard. It's hard. So anyway, go to the main page. I'm brand new to pedals, so I can't really explain everything. I think this ramp just affects it fine tunes the pitch. I don't think I touched that. I might have left everything default. Let me see. I think I might have pushed the slide up just to give it a little bit more variance. I might have pushed the slide up, but that's about it. Going to the keys. I'm not finna go through the music theory side of things. I'm not doing that. Why am I thing tweaking? All right, there we go. But this is how it sounded before I added anything to it. That jump hard. That sound crazy, and the fact that the plugin is giving you that type of sound is insane. So I took that. As you can see, it's a lot of dance and a lot of glitchiness going on to it, especially on the high end. So I instantly thought, whenever something like that happens, the first two things I think is, one, EQ that shit, because that's a little bit too much. It's hard, but it's like a lot going on to your ears. So I instantly think three things really: turn it down some, EQ, put a little low pass on there or something, a little dip in the parts, like a peak EQ band or whatever the fuck it's called, and take some of that out. And the third thing I think is, I'm about to halftime this shit. So off rip, boom, where's it at? Boom, click, boom, there you go. You see it, halftime that thing. Put the mix on 80%. If y'all don't know how to use halftime, I'm telling you, bro, trust me. Play with the mix, actually play with the band. You know what I'm saying? Getting y'all sound is not bad. Sometimes y'all, I feel like people, I'm guilty of doing this too, especially in the beginning. I'll just throw a plugin on and be like, oh, that sound fire. Nah, bro. Experiment with the process of you making music, bro. Have fun with it. Tweak knobs and see what you come up with. Do it on 80%. Because if you don't, let me go to the song real quick. I'm trying not to make it like a tutorial, but like I feel like I gotta break down the important parts. If you put the mix, boom, all the way up. It's cool. And I like because of how halftime is, it still bleeds in. So, oh shit. I like how it still bleeds into the next bar a little bit. But that's cool. But if you put it at 80 or even lower, you got a little bit of the regular sound still swing in there too. And it just, I don't know, it just feel like it add to the bounce of it too. I'm gonna say that a lot, but like I just feel like it just add to it. And it makes it not so low. So boom, that's that. So boom, that's that. Put it together with the other pattern. The bleeding effect of halftime with the pitch up. I actually feel like I can make it better. Yeah, I actually feel like I could have went into the pattern and make this part, or either did a separate pattern and make this part right here. Let me zoom in. I don't know if you can see it that good, bro. My first time trying to make one of these type of videos, so forgive me if it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying. But this part right here, from here to here, I kind of wish I would have had it like, you know what I'm saying, like have a different type of ending to it instead of it that like, that's cool, but I wanted to have a little bit more bounce to it, or a little bit more variance in it. But it's cool for right now. Heck yeah, so that's the whole melody. I'm gonna go ahead and play the whole melody, and then we're gonna get to the second half, and I'm gonna just quickly go over the bridge because I don't have to go into the actual pattern anymore. Yeah, if you got headphones on, bro, you can just hear like the different stuff. Just it's crazy. I'm really a sample maker, cause the beat, whatever. I really feel like I'm destined to be a fire ass sample maker. Anyway, before we get into the second half, let's just talk about the beat right here. I am this is where I need more work on, is the drum game. First and foremost, I have to say this is controversial. I know it's controversial, but the 808 is a melodic instrument. It's not part of the drums. I'm sorry, bro. And I know it sounds crazy. I'm coming from a nigga that's from Atlanta, but I'm telling you, bro, the 808 is part of the melody. It's part of the harmonics of the rhythm of the melody. And the drums, the kick, all that, that's the drums. It's separate. So what I like to do with the 808s is, let me see if I can boom, go to the pattern. Unquiet that right there, unmute that. So that jump hard. It's tough. Then you throw in the melody. I'm trying to figure out how to do this so that way it don't like play everything else. All right, so boom, then you let the melody rock with the drums. So that's cool, but because this is just me critiquing myself, that's cool, but because of what I just said about how the 808 it's a bass instrument, it's supposed to go with the melody. You wouldn't treat the guitar bass or any other bass instrument the same way you would treat the drums. It's supposed to go along. So what I'm gonna start doing for future reference is this the main pattern, right? Yeah. I'm gonna start kind of like not necessarily fully copying the bass notes, but keeping them in mind, because I want to make sure that the groove kind of matches the bass line of the melody. You get what I'm trying to say? So with that being said, this cool. With that being said, this cool. Yeah, that's straight. Yeah, that shit. Yeah, that shit is rocking. But the next thing that I think is important is the snare, because this is obviously I'm trying to make like more like a trap beat or something. So the snare, I wanted to keep it simple. I want you to be able to get a normal groove from it. So nothing crazy with the snare, right? Simple. The open hat, I feel like it's in a weird place. Like it shouldn't really be there. But because of how I try to make the rest of the perks in there, even though I feel like I could have added more drum elements in here, filled in a little bit more space, I got too much space, in my opinion. But the way I got the hi-hats dancing and the other snare, the counter snare, the bounce is there to me. Much better than a couple of the other beats that I've made in the past. If you don't know, go check out my other beats. So I feel like the bounce is there. I could fill in a little bit more pockets of space, but it's cool though. Anybody can rap on this. I think I did my job with that part. All right, so boom. Check the time. We 23 minutes in. Oh, Lord have mercy, my editing. All right, poor me. I'm about to edit this later. All right, so the second half. Yeah, so this part I wanted to be very clear. Like you coming in for the verse. The energy is a little bit lower, but it doesn't feel, to me, it doesn't feel empty. I just wanted to take a little bit of that high end out, so it gives you that. To me, it just feels like when you take some high end out versus how this sounds in this. It's pretty much the same amount of instruments in here to me. I could be wrong, but to me, it looks like it's the same amount of instruments. It sounds like it too. It's just that The only difference is there's more going on low end, not as much high end. And that's where this comes in. Okay, let me mute that. Just for that variance, that little chord come in, pitched up. Yeah, that shit hard. So boom, did that. Chopped the main melody because I got tired of it being the same. And just let it rock. It's easy to get a little groove off of how I got this whole second half arranged. And I feel like, to me, sonically, like you know, like, all right, the verse, this is verse time. So I'm not gonna go too crazy with the drums or go too in depth with the drums. It's pretty much the same bounce. Just change the 808. Same bounce. The only difference here is cut the 808 right there, which goes into the bridge. I think for the bridge I did something different. I'm trying to go ahead and speed it up. I'm already 23 minutes in, bro. I know I cranked up the volumes to the melody. Turn the retro color off. You know what I'm saying? Then it just loops after that. Real simple. So that's cool. Let me know y'all opinions on the beat. You know what I'm saying? Rank that thing 1 through 5. What y'all think about it? What you think about the mix, the levels, certain key elements to it. You know what I'm saying? Get detailed. Let's have a convo about it. Let's see how we can all like improve from it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully there's, well, I won't even say hopefully, there's something that you can learn from this, no matter what level you in. So I would say, you know what I'm saying, if you got the time, take the time out, comment, let me know what you think. One thing I can say is, I'm always going to talk about it. It's the drum game. For me, I think I need to get my drum game up. I think I need to understand how to really get any type of bass instrument, especially at 808, how to get that right with the melody. It's got to groove right. It's got to be nice and help carry the rhythm. And I feel like I got to get a little bit better with it. The mix is cool. That was one of my biggest issues I have. The melody too fucking loud, bro. Melody just rocking. And you can see if I mute. You know what I'm saying? Not to be all nerdy about levels, but everything around about negative 15 dB. And it's enough EQ being applied, just cutting off low end. Nothing crazy. Taking out some hard stuff. That's it. Just letting it rock. I'm starting to get a lot better with not doing too much with the melody, just doing, you know what I mean, just too loud, and cutting out what I need to cut out and letting it do what it do. And so that way, you know what I'm saying, when you get to the verse, especially where you really need to hear the beat, because I feel like the verse is really where you really need to hear it. The beat just come through the mix going crazy. You feel me? So yeah, we making improvements out here, man. Leave y'all with a little bit of inspiration. I'm gonna try to do that, man. Wake up, open the door, get to it, sit down, cook up, bro. That's it. No expectations. Nick Mirror coined that. Try to be 1% better each day. Shout out Mac Shooter for that one. Got that from him. But yeah, little inspiration, man. Get in the lab and work. Get in the lab and work, man. I might not edit that out. That's funny as hell. I fucked up on that. But yeah, get in the lab and work out, man. Get to it, bro. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. And go ahead and get ready to talk about the next video, man. Or next beat.